Bonjour tout le monde! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophia. I'm an American living in Paris, and today we're talking part 2 of how I learned French. This is the advanced version. Maybe you've started doing Duolingo every single day. Maybe you've done a few YouTube lessons. You're starting to understand a little more. You're practicing your listening skills. You're listening to some easy French podcasts. Well, you want to take it a little farther. You want to do some at-home self-immersion, and this was the actual method that I implemented to learn French fast. All the resources that I'm going to mention in this video are completely free. You just need to put in the time and the effort and the strategy. So the first thing that we're coming back to is YouTube. I used YouTube to completely self-immerse from morning until night. Now, I like to do meditations and I like to do affirmations first thing in the morning. I highly recommend this as a strategy for your French learning because not only is it improving your self-confidence and your sense of self-worth or anything that you want to improve in your life, affirmations are so good for tapping into the subconscious mind. You're also implementing and learning new French vocabulary, and you're listening to it repetitively, which instills it further into your mind. If you take it a step farther and you repeat affirmations out loud, you're also working on your pronunciation. You're overcoming the mental barriers that arise when it comes to actually opening your mouth and saying something in French. This is what you're going to do. Go to Google Translate, type in meditations for the morning, which translates to méditation matinale, and meditations for the evening, which translates to méditation du soir, and type that into YouTube search. Now this is going to pull up a plethora of French YouTube spiritual content, which is like my favorite content in the world. It's all over YouTube. There's so many spiritual teachers on YouTube, and they offer so many meditations, like meditations for gratitude, meditations for calming anxiety, breathwork sessions, all in French. And a lot of these words you can intuitively understand, like respiration, respiration. It's kind of the same in French and in English. And this will help improve your French pronunciation, especially if you're repeating these affirmations or these meditations out loud. Je suis la meilleure. I am the best. That's just an example of a good affirmation that I like to use. And it's really repetitively instilling these affirmations into your mind and helping so much with pronunciation. I can't recommend doing this enough. I listen to these affirmations still to this day, every single day, in French while I'm walking down the street or while I'm doing dishes, while I'm doing anything. It really helps with my pronunciation and also helps with my spiritual practices and my meditations and my personal development as well. That is an amazing hack for self-development and probably my number one astuce for learning French. Let's take self-immersion a little bit farther. If you are at the level where you're comprehending a lot of French, then I want you to challenge yourself to only absorb and take in and listen to French content. Now that's French music, that's French movies, that's French podcasts, French radio shows, everything in French. And you don't need to do this every day, although if you do this every day, you're going to be fluent and understanding very quickly. I did this every day for about 2 months. I was really dedicated to this and I improved so much. Do not allow yourself to listen to or read or take in any English content. Maybe one day a week you choose where you're completely self-immersed in French. You're in France. You're waking up, you're doing your affirmations, you're doing your meditations, you're listening to music in French, you're listening to podcasts and anything on your way to work in French. When you get home and you want to unwind, you unwind with a Netflix TV show that's, yes, you guessed it, in French. And you go to sleep and you listen to your affirmations and you do your meditation in the evening, all in French. And if you want to take it a step further, you're writing things down that you're hearing, you're reading out loud what you've written down, and you're practicing the pronunciation. Et c'est comme ça que tu vas améliorer encore et encore de plus en plus tous les jours. Je te jure, je vous jure que ça marche. Now, I have a free checklist in the link in my description box below that is 5 things that I do and did to learn French every single day. If you download this checklist and you do these things every single day, I promise you, you're going to get better. It's going to improve your reading, writing, and oral comprehension. And I'm going to be offering soon customizable French learning programs based on your specific needs and interests. So if you're interested in learning French fast with a proven method, because I myself have done it, stay tuned.